episode 3 of Series 6 of Master League Story Mode. So we had an absolutely epic transfer window episode in the last one, 45-minute episode with only one game. That is lengthy, so if you made it to the end of that, then you've seriously got an interest in the transfer window and Ponte Preta's new signings, potential new signings, and we're going to get that sorted straight away. Now, since the last episode, I did have a bit of a change of mind over our transfer rules this season, mainly just looking at the sort of business that Serie B sides especially do in Brazil. It's essentially all free transfers and loan transfers. So with that in mind, I put out a vote to the patrons, the people who donate to this channel very, very kindly every month on Patreon, and they got to decide whether we keep the existing rules of only 2 loans and 2 free transfers a season, or we relax that a bit. And they decided, relax it. It is more realistic, and I agree, which does mean, as we go through to look at the players that we're negotiating with, we can sign now Vini, Asano and Eduardo, and then hopefully Ilian, I think apparently that's meant to be the Brazilian version of William Correa, who I really like. Strong, experienced defensive midfielder. He's got interception as a player skill, that's ideal for that position. And then Vini, who'll be an excellent, probably starting centre-back for us. He's also a long ball expert, which is interesting considering he's only got 66 lofted pass. Takuma Asano, everyone very excited about this signing. Me especially, I think he's going to be the perfect left winger who can come inside, score goals. He's quick, he's 25 years old, so he's probably not going to improve, but he's not going to get any worse. I think he's going to be great. And obviously Eduardo, another great signing, the 26-year-old, full of quality, and he's going to be big for us. So we can sign these 3. Combined salary for them is 5, 9, 1.8, so that leaves us a little bit left, hopefully enough for Correa if we sell another player. So that's 4 signings coming in. I think that would be great. We can also make a couple of loan signings as well on top of that, as we won't really have spent much of our 33 million transfer budget. In fact, we'll still have 30 million left, so we could do a pretty tasty big old loan signing. So what I think we're going to look for is a loan signing of a player who can play both centre and attacking midfield. It's a signing that we need, it's a position that we need to fill. If we can get a smart loan signing of a player that we wouldn't necessarily look to keep, that would be ideal. We want them to be blue, which is, that's their main position in both of those areas. Diego Lopez. Yeah. Average all-round midfielder. 78, good passer, good low passer. Low passing is important. Tight possession is important to us. Actually, let's specify, shall we? So in this side, obviously, passing is absolutely key. So we want 75 low passing. Alongside that, we want good tight possession as well. So we'll go for 75 there. So that leaves us only 9 players. That really does trim the fat off this advanced search. And now if we can find any players in here who played both attacking and central midfield. Yeah, so Diego Lopez, player that we spotted earlier, he does fit the bill, certainly. Hioran, it's not both. I do like the look of him. He's quick and also can do the things that we want. But we want someone who's blue in both. Danilo, oh, okay. 40-year-old creative playmaker. He's not getting anywhere quickly, but when he does have the ball, he looks very impressive. That is some serious experience there. Obviously, he's only got 1 season in him, so we're probably going to leave that. Oh, he's only a loan signing. I don't know, I think giving the old boy 1 final run out could be interesting. It looks like we can get him. Oh no, it's one of their Villanova's key players. Yeah, they don't want to loan him out, that's fair. We did look at Rainier, the 17-year-old. Maybe we can get him on a loan for the season with an option to buy for 47 million one day. No. They obviously rate him highly though, Flamengo, and I can see why. He's going to develop. Well, the one that certainly jumps out here as a loan signing would be Diego Lopez. Again, they're not interested though. I suppose we're going to have to look probably at loan list players, which gives us 0 here. It gives us 31 if we take off our advanced search. Helinho, oh, he looks quite good. Yeah, interesting. Oh, he's not a very good passer, that's the problem. What we're looking for. Lauzinho. Yeah, nothing of interest there really. Let's take another look at just all of the loan listed players in Brazil under 72. Yeah, Martinelli. He is a left winger. We do need a left winger, and as an Arsenal fan, to have a current and ex-Arsenal player in Asano would be interesting. It would be of interest. And although he is playing for an international side, as he is Brazilian, we can deal with him. Why not? Let's have a look. We can't have too many options there. They're not impressed with the 13 mil, but we'll give it a go. It's certainly not a player we need, but it's one we'd quite like, and that's always enough for me. And we can't actually make any more approaches to players basically until deadline day. In fact, we're going to have to pull the trigger on these so we don't have things to do on transfer deadline day. That is an absolutely key thing to do. Get your business done before transfer deadline day if there is any business to be done. Then you don't have to worry about getting it done on the day. So we don't get caught up on transfer deadline day. I think we're going to make these deals. So I think I'm happy with Bruno Avini. He has 900,000, which is a big salary compared to only 499 for Asano, 397. I mean, Avini is quality. 28-year-old. He's 71 speed alongside those good defensive stats for a 28-year-old. Heading an interception. I think that would be a smart move, and it's a full signing, so we can have him on board. And he's got a 9 mil market value, so the sell-on is certainly going to be there if we need it. Did he ask for a release fee? I don't think he did he? Yeah, he did. He wanted a 6 mil release fee. I guess that's going to be non-negotiable. We could try and negotiate here, but we don't have much time. I think to prevent any issues, this is going to be a big hit to our transfer budget. Well, look, we know we definitely want Eduardo, so we'll get that done. First signing of the Zico reign is upon us. Eduardo coming in, ex-Braga man, didn't renew his contract there, so he's coming back to Brazil. And that is a huge, huge signing for Zico. That's some smart, very smart scouting there from the big man. And Takuma Asano, well, this is a really good signing. Was at Partizan Belgrade, obviously didn't work out for him there. And he's going to be coming to Brazil, our one international player for this first season. And to have a Japanese player, not only because of the link with Zico, but also just because there is a big link between Japan and Brazil. There are a lot of Japanese expats living in Brazil. There was quite a big migration of Japanese workers many, many, many years ago, and it has created a big Japanese community in Brazil. So here we'll have, there'll be Japanese restaurants, a Japanese community feel in parts of Campinas, I'm sure, for Asano, so it won't be too big a culture shock, hopefully, and hopefully he can get us promoted. And then, at 25 years old, he's still got time to get a big move back into the European leagues if he wants it, but for now, he's taking a bit of a step down, but one that we really appreciate. And on a very, very lovely little free transfer there, leaves us with only 1.1 million left in the salary budget. So we would have to choose between Correa and Avini. As you can see, above him is Reginaldo, one of our centre-backs. Reginaldo's a better centre-back. Ayrton down here, the 29-year-old, is essentially our reserve centre-back. He's not awful. He's not awful at all. So just to give us a good idea of where we are the day before transfer deadline day, we've got one day in between, I think. Yes, we have. So I'm just going to move forward to that day, open up some negotiation slots, and then make some final calls before deadline day. And here we are, our first signing, and there is Eduardo. I think he's going to be big for us. He really fits in with Zico's style of play. His attacking ethos, his ability to play short pass, attractive football, all the things that would have attracted Zico to the Brazilian. And here he is in his first press conference with Ponte Preta. And the slightly creepy owner, I don't know, I just don't like the owner. There's something about him. Doesn't sit right. So here we are. This is the little video for Pont TV, the Ponte Preta YouTube channel, who I would like to thank massively for not turning on the copyright detection or whatever you call it, and not copyright claiming my intro video, which used a fair amount of their content. So thank you to that YouTube media team at Ponte Preta for not being tight with your footage. And there we are, a little warning that a new player can temporarily lower our team spirit. Well, it can't get much lower, so let's take a look and see if it has. It has actually gone up one, even though we've not brought him into the side. Asano there as well. It's going to be interesting to see how they do affect the side. One thing that is being taken out this year, weirdly from Master League, is the ability to see the tactical links with the players you're about to buy and whether they fit in with your chosen tactics. We don't have that, so we couldn't really tell. So we had to take a bit of a punt. But We're going to bring in Takuma Asano out on the left. Unfortunately, not as good as a left winger as he is as a right winger. We could swap this formation around, you know, there's nothing actually making us keep it this way round. Obviously the Brazil team that we were copying was like this, but actually to do a sort of mirror image might be the smart option. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. For now, I think we'll leave it. Although Asano would play much better as a right winger. He's 71 rated there, only 68 over there. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So that's pretty much it. We'll be using Takuma Asano out on the right, but he'll be swapping position a lot throughout the game. And the big question now is who is Eduardo going to replace? So he's 69 rated in the midfield. Well, he's better than Vargas. Let's compare the two. I mean, he outstrips him in almost every area except for speed and acceleration, which is something that we sort of do need in that position, but all of his other qualities, I think, make Eduardo the better choice to have out there. Could potentially play Vargas. Well, Vargas is much worse as a central midfielder. I just need to take a look at Igor, actually. He was pretty good. He's basically... So he can play as a defensive mid as well, but not as well as he can as a centre mid, which is interesting. But that's fine for now. So the two new players coming in have dropped us by 2 team spirit, but hopefully that will build back up. Thiago Real a little bit quicker. He's 70 speed. 69 speed. Not a lot in it, but these two, there's so much quality between them. So much experience as well. High-low passing for both of them. Eduardo's tight possession, not as good as it could be. Certainly not as good as Thiago Real's, but I think his ability to pick a pass from this side into Roger and Asano, who'll be making runs up top. That's going to be very, very effective. We are still looking for that centre midfielder, aren't we, really? So let's see if there's any good messages for us. We've got some more scouted players, that's interesting. Information about Eduardo, our new signing. A few players going out, as we know. Eduardo's joined the club, Asano's joined the club. I'm surprised Asano didn't get the press conference. He's the real exciting signing for the Ponte Pretanos. So let's just go back to the negotiations. Take a look at the scouts. Will there be a late interesting signing potentially in here? A potential loan signing maybe? Nothing in the defensive mid area. Is there an attacking mid in here? Can also play centre mid. That's what we're after. There is not properly anyway. Juan Alana looks pretty good. We're stacking this team full of Zico-like players. I do quite like this Aaron Geese player. He has got a hell of a lot of player skills. Certainly looks like a good dribbler, good 77 type possession, and can play pretty much everywhere. Yeah, I think we're going to go for a loan transfer for him. High chance of success, so a 2 million loan transfer for him would be a good one. Still not a central midfielder though. We're going to have to go back to the advanced search for that, or we maybe have a look at some of the linked teams. So a quick dip back into our transfer list, and I'd almost forgotten about this guy, Alex Santana, who we liked straight away. Decent central midfield option. We do need a decent central midfield option. I think we're going to put in a loan bid for him now. They're not impressed with our terms at the moment, so we'd happily pay 9.2 million for him. And that is all we can do for now until transfer deadline day. So we've got 1.1 million left in the salary budget. Transfer budget not so much of an issue. We do need to pay the salaries of players if they come in. At the moment we don't have enough to bring in Correa and Avini. That's 930 plus 490. Yeah, we're well off that. So the loan signings of Aaron Geet, I mean, I think we can go without signing Avini for now. Save a bit of that salary budget maybe for the next window. Sign Correa on a full transfer. And then hopefully get Aaron Gees or Martinelli and Santana as loan signings. I think we should have enough for them. That could pan out okay. Let's just do it, shall we? Let's get into transfer deadline day. Let's try and get these deals over the line. So do we get a deadline day cutscene? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Someone's looking at Igor. Doesn't leave us a lot of time, but let's wait and see. Well, there really isn't much time, but I don't think we're going to sell him. I didn't even know there was any interest in him. Oh, Martinelli's broken down. That's a shame. Let's take another look here. Ooh. Correa's not interested. Martinelli's not interested. Yep, Aaron Gees isn't interested. Oh, fuck. Well, they've all fallen through. Ah, okay. Interesting. No surprise, really, that Martinelli didn't want to leave Arsenal for a Serie B tide, but it was worth a go. Aaron Gees, they didn't like the loan offer that we made. That's a shame. Alex Santana, yeah, didn't want to leave Botafogo. Interesting, okay. So that leaves us fairly desperately looking for that defensive midfielder that we don't currently have. Let's take another look in Brazil then. And the slight problem that we've got is we do need to make some signings or cancel these at least. I don't know, why is this... Do I need to move on an hour? I guess I need to move on an hour before we can do any more business. Alright, we'll skip 1 hour. 11 hours remaining. We're floundering a little bit here. I thought we had everything sorted. I thought we had everything lined up. We do not. Quite like the look of this guy though, Jonathan. Decent all-rounder, fairly good defensive awareness and ball winnings. Pretty tall, quite strong, good all-rounder. Centre mid and defensive mid, just as good at both. Why can't we negotiate? We finished negotiating with them. Stop it. What? We're not negotiating with them anymore. They're done. Why are they still there? Oh, is this a weird bug, this, or something? Do we have to skip another hour? I don't understand. They should be gone now. They shouldn't be a problem. 10 hours remaining. Those are... We've got space, we've got time. We've stopped negotiating with them. Oh, fuck off. Move from listed players, will that do anything? No. It probably won't. What the fuck is going on? I want to make a loan signing, but we can't. What is happening? Why? Thought we'd been smart here, but we've been absolutely done. We might just have to end up signing a Vini and that being our only signing. Oh, we wanted more than this. I don't know what to do. I'm probably doing something really wrong here and you're all screaming at me, going, what are you playing at? You haven't done this. Or something. Let's try ending Thiago Real's negotiation. That's been called off. Does that give us any space to deal with anyone? Oh my god. What is going on? What is going on? What? Sweet Mary and Joseph is happening here. This is not in the script. Come on. We're losing valuable hours here. Oh, we get another cutscene. Chapter 2 begins. Maybe it's a chapter related thing. Zero is asking to buy Igor. Seems like a fair price. Fine, but we've got much bigger problems than this right now. Zico's there saying, okay, fine, yep, sure. It's your club, I'll listen to you. But can we please get our negotiators to pull their heads out of their collective asses and sort this fucking transfer window out? So they're still there. They're still fucking there. And you can't do anything about it. I could end the Bruno Avini negotiation. I don't even know if that would work, though. This is fucked. This is really fucked. We had so many more signings to make. Just want to sign him. No, no. What is happening? The fax machine must be down. That is the only possible explanation for this. Just clicking around wildly here, but I don't quite know what I need to do. Is the messages, does that have anything to do with it? I don't think it does. I'm just absolutely mystified. I have no idea what's going on here. This is crazy. It won't let me sign anyone at all. What has happened? Loan signing, please. No, no. This is bizarre. This is new. I thought I knew how transfer deadline day worked. I've done a million of them. I understand it. I know the strategy. I thought we'd worked it out. I was talking about how you've got to be clever. But now we have been massively trumped by just a new thing that was never there before. These should be going away now, these negotiations. They've broken down. We're done here. I really hope that you're not screaming at the screen now, going, do this, come on. I can't quite decide whether or not we even get Bruno Avini. We don't need him. We could keep hold of all of this money and spend it in the next transfer window, assuming there are 2 transfer windows in the Brazilian season. Potentially a lot of cup games. And there is, yeah, so there is another transfer window in July before we get going. It's a big transfer window as well. A 3-week transfer window. That's weird. I mean, surely that corresponds to something in real life. Is it Just the one extra transfer window, is it? Yeah, by the looks of it. But I just don't know what else to do here, other than keep going. Keep skipping, hoping something will happen. It's the definition of madness, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Oh my god. So we would have loved to have signed Santana. Martinelli was a stupid option. Well, I know it to be a stupid option now. He is on a loan list. And, you know, would have seasoned in Brazil really have hurt his... He would never go. He would never go to... Of course he would never go. I've really shot myself in the foot there. But Aaron Gies, the Chilean, I mean, they wanted more money. And I thought that Julian Correa would have come. He wasn't the most exciting signing, but fuck. Shit. Well, I don't think Avini is the right player to sign now. There's no point in spending 900,000 of the salary budget that we don't really have. Or maybe we should. We do need another centre-back. Oh, fuck it. We'll just get him. We'll just get him. This doesn't make any sense, but we're doing it. It leaves us with 200,000 salary when we really needed more than that. It basically means now, I mean, maybe that'll then release a loan. The ability to make one loan signing. It does, okay. I mean, we're not going to sign him. We can't sign Misao. So fine. Right, well, we've got to make this count because we've only got 4 hours left. We should have made this decision earlier. Oh, my God. Are there any loan-listed defensive midfielders who might be interested in coming who are even slightly good? We're looking for a good defensive awareness. Well, this guy's got great defensive awareness. Elton. Come on, Elton. Resistant, of course they are. He's a good player. Let's keep looking for good defensive awareness, defensive midfielders. We'll take a centre mid / DMF like Bocheca. Just need to see positive words here. Nope, not impressed. Antonio, I quite like the look of him. Destroyer. Actually, very strong. Come on. Oh, they're open to that. Okay, let's take another look at him. 72 rated, 35-year-old. Surprisingly good finisher, actually. Passing and tight possession is really lacking, though. But he's got the defensive awareness, ball winning and aggression we're looking for. He's pretty strong as well. Decent stamina. Ball control's okay. He's got fighting spirit. Long ball expert. Yeah, maybe. Well, there is Thiago Real, a player that he would be playing with, and he's got a better overall rating than one of our best players. Right, we'll just keep looking for a minute. This guy looks good actually as well. Luis Carlos, another experienced player. Good ball winning, good aggression, good balance. He's not that strong. He's a decent passer at least. Tight possession, not ideal, but his position really just wants to recycle the ball, get it moving as quickly as possible. And he's certainly good defensively. Let's take a look. They're open to the idea of selling him as well. Right, let's put him on the list. This is taking much longer than I was hoping it would. Let's put Antonio on the list. We'll go back to them. We'll just have a quick look at centre midfields as well, because I would accept a good central midfield loan signing. I'd be just as happy with that as finding a good defensive midfielder. So I did a little search looking for the qualities that we're after. Someone who's adaptable, good passer, good tight possession. I found 2 here. Faria, who's not real, and Janino. 72 rated. 70 plus for both passing, good tight possession, good dribbling. I know 68 lofted pass, but we'll take that. Actually quite quick, good acceleration. Can play as a defensive mid and a central mid. Damn it, bollocks, fuck. Thought we had it. Damn it, bollocks, fuck. Right. Keep tweaking that. This is the player that we're after. We could accept slightly lower aggression. 67 aggression. Doesn't find us anyone else. 65 aggression. Has found us one more. Come on. Is this our man? Elwerton. Box-to-box midfielder. Reds all the way down. But he's 71 rated, which does indicate a good all-rounder. It's got the ball winning. I mean, it's really not an exciting stat line, but it's one that might well work for us. But they're not interested either. Oh, God. So, we could go back for Marcelo. We did like Marcelo. 66 tight possession. He's got better tight possession than Antonio and Luis Carlos, who are the two players we were looking at. Oh no, we can't. He's moved. He's gone. He moved to Braga. He was a free agent, wasn't he? Anyway, we couldn't go for him. Okay. So do we want the Destroyer, Antonio, who can also play it right back? Surprisingly good finishing. That might be raising his overall rating beyond what he really is, actually. It's maybe a bit of a red herring. He's got pretty good physical contact. Or Luis Carlos, who is a better passer. Much better passer. Good ball winner. I think it's going to be Luis Carlos. Let's bring him in. We'll offer them a nice tidy 4.4 just to make sure we get this over the line with only 2 hours remaining. This is not how this was meant to happen. Please have worked. Please have worked. Please have worked. Luis Carlos. Yes, okay, right, we'll get it done. This has gone surprisingly badly this window. We expected it to do better. We've made 4 signings. I guess we've covered some of the places we were looking to cover. But we've done it with a bit of desperation in the end. And we certainly didn't get any of the players that we really wanted. Although we did with Asano and Eduardo. We got a new centre-back. We weren't really looking for one, but we had one lined up, so we thought we might as well do it. Let's take a final look at our game plan and bring in the new players, see if they do start. So Bruno Avini, does he start over Renan Fonseca, who is our captain at the moment? I don't know if he has any sort of captaincy. He does have captaincy. So it might not be too smart to bring him in over. Let's see what that does to our team spirit. Takes up to 43. That's interesting. That is interesting. Well, let's compare the two anyway. So Avini, 28, Fonseca, 29, similar age, similar height. Avini, much quicker, stronger, better balance, better, oh no, so the defensive awareness and ball winning is actually less. They're quite well matched actually. Avini better in the air. I think there could be rotation between these three, which isn't a bad thing. If we've got anyone on poor form, then we can bring them in. I think we'll start Avini just for that team spirit boost at the moment. Unfortunately, Renan Fonseca is going to probably drop to the bench. Let's compare Fonseca to Reginaldo, who's a lone player at the moment. So if we were going to play anyone, I guess it would be our full player. Yeah, Fonseca is slow. That is his problem. But he's got great defensive awareness, which may make up for that, the sort of John Terry effect. Reginaldo's ball winning and aggression is higher. Good to have options. Let's put him up there. And obviously Luis Carlos, defensive mid. Let's compare him to McGraw, who is our current best defensive midfielder. Both 34 years old. Gerson's certainly got the height advantage. Luis Carlos, slightly better passer. But then he's missing out. Well, we don't really care about McGraw being good at all of those things like place kicking. That's all sort of irrelevant. When we get down to the stats that matter though, he is 63 speed for Carlos. Isn't ideal. But then when we get into balance and stamina, he's well ahead of him. Good balance. I don't know how that's going to really help a defensive midfielder. But then when it comes to the defensive stats, which is what we really need him for, Luis Carlos is certainly the better player. And he's got fighting spirit as well and interception. So I think he is the right man to play there. Gerson McGraw is actually a left midfielder in real life. Or not in real life. Ideally. So he's not really suited to this formation or this team at all. But he is a fairly good player, so we'll have him as a bench option. And that is pretty much it. So we've ended up bringing in 4 new players, which is fine. Sano, I think, is going to be the exciting standout. We're up to 44 team spirit now. I think we've done the right thing bringing them in. That centre midfield position is still the slightly gaping hole in this side where we have still got a player under 70. You want to try and get 70s all round, really. I think that's always been the aim for a first transfer window in a side of this quality. Gerson can slot in there. Let's take a look at Igor, actually. Yeah, he's a good passer. He's aggressive. It's a long ball export. It doesn't do anything particularly well, but I feel like he's going to be one of those players who plays above his overall rating. I'm fairly confident of that. I think he'll be good for us. And can Roger and Asano link up top? That's going to be interesting. Asano not the best in tight possession, but he's not going to have the ball in such tight areas as the sort of the square here, which really need to be the players who are tapping it around, creating the triangles, and then looking to eventually put through a great ball into Roger and Asano. Roger already started with a goal, he's looking good. So we've got centre-back options now, we've got 2 right-backs, 2 left-backs, all of which will be happy to play. We've actually got 3 left-backs. If we do get an injury to one of the attacking mids, then we are in a little bit of trouble there. Julio Cesar can come in at right wing for Asano. It's not ideal as he is actually a left winger. Is Oliveira any good there? Not really. What about McGraw? No, he can't play there. So yeah, I mean, we've got players, we've certainly got positions we still need to improve. I'm not massively happy with that transfer window, but we've got a few decent players. A few round pegs in square holes, or it's normally the opposite, isn't it? But we have improved the squad, and we've still got a bit of cash left to play with, haven't we? We've got 28 million, 500,000 salary budget. Yeah, so we can still do some things. We can still do some things in the next window. So we've had an extra 300,000 real in from gate receipts. That's quite a lot, really, considering we massively needed that during the window. So hopefully we will be able to build that up. Coming to the next window. I think we've got enough quality, hopefully, in the league. So with that out of the way, and having taken a hell of a lot more time than I thought it would, we are going to play this second leg game against Fortaleza. Not sure about the away goals, but I'm assuming away goals are a thing. Lots of new players in, obviously, as we've already seen. We're going to give the captaincy straight to Bruno. Do we give it to Ivan? I do like a goalkeeper captain. Diego Renan, potentially. I don't think there's anyone else here with leadership stats, is there? Thiago Real? No. I mean, that's the problem, really, of taking out Renan Fonseca. He did have the leadership stats, but it didn't seem to help. Look, it just actually drops our team spirit. So I don't quite know why that is. Maybe there is a tactics link there that we don't know about. Oh well, that's quite a big decision anyway from Zico to drop Renan Fonseca. And we can't give the captaincy straight to a new player. I think we are going to hand it to Ivan, or Ivan, whatever we call him. Right, so we had a pretty good showing in the first leg, maybe a game that we deserve to win. Can we do better now away from home and actually get a win and progress through to the next round? Let's do it. So, new signings on board, on the pitch. The fans will be very keen to see, especially what I think Takuma Asano can do, an exciting new signing, full of pace, and obviously the pure class of Eduardo. Alongside Real, I think they need to develop a partnership this season if we're going to do anything at all. We basically need to pass it between the square of love, the power square, get it to Eduardo or Real, the 2 creative players. They need to find a ball through to the strikers, and then we should be good to go. There's Vini, the new centre-back, coming straight in as well. Oh, look at the atmosphere here in this cup game. It's intense, it's intimidating, it's exciting. Let's go. Ball into Wellington, good turn from him. Ivan saves. The captain today called into action 3 minutes in. It's a good save to push it wide. Edge of the box, Real almost gave away the free kick there. It slipped through well. Oh my god! And the deflection comes off Luis Carlos, the new defensive mid, and it is over the bar. The home side putting us under plenty of pressure here in the opening stages of this game. It's Eduardo looking at this one. The left footer has suddenly become far and away our set piece specialist. This is a good position, even for a left footer. Can he mark his debut with a goal? No, straight at the defender. Renan now. Ball out to Arnaldo, that's smart. Igor under pressure, that's nicely worked. And now Carlos. Out to Renan. Ball into Takuma Asano. Oh, it's a lovely ball. And it's a great run from the Japanese striker. Coming out of position there. That's very smart. We want to see more of that. Just drifted across Roger into a good goal scoring opportunity. Just couldn't quite finish it off. Good ball. Reginaldo comes across. Alessandro does really well. Lovely feet from him. And he puts it wide. Well, you certainly can't say that Fortaleza haven't had chances to take the lead here. A goal for us would be important, assuming that away goals are a thing, but D'Alessandro's done really well there. Clever move back inside from the number 96, but the shot is well wide in the end. Real, nice turn. Oh, that's lovely. Igor now into Eduardo. Little flick into Big Rog. No. Oh, it's fallen. Roger on the turn. Curls one. Oh, Brog! Brunch. Yes, get in there. Ponte Preta's number 9. Numero. No, I don't know what it is in Brazilian, but there he is. Gets his second goal in 2 games for the club this season, and the Macacas there going crazy. And yeah, well, we've already said he's going to be big for us. A little bit of fortune in this one. Let's take a look. Lovely flick from Eduardo. Didn't find its mark. Poor clearance though. And then Roger there. Lovely finish on the turn. Held his man off. Finished well. And if away goals are a thing, well, we've got an important one. If not, we're still in the lead. Oh, lovely ball through into Wellington. Ivan's off his line. And they put it wide again. The finishing today has really saved us. Renan now down this left-hand side. It's inside of Felipe. Now Eduardo. Smart ball back into Renan. He's going to look to slip one inside to Big Rog. It's a great ball. The low finish is not a good one, but what a ball that was. Into the box from Renan. Great link-up between him and Eduardo there. It's a simple ball from the new signing. And this is a smart ball. The defender didn't react to it. Rog got it out of his feet, but the shot was underwhelming. And there we are. Great work there from Ponte Preta. We weathered the storm massively in the first 15 minutes. Ivan, the captain today, with some captain-like saves to keep us in this one. And then, when the chance came to us, well, Roger proves that he is a great goalscorer once again. He's the difference today for Ponte Preta. And yeah, Fortaleza will be disappointed though. They've had chances. I'm sure they'll have more, and they probably won't miss them this time. So we need to be a little bit more solid at the back. We do have a new centre-back partnership, which could be messing things up a little bit, but more of the same, I think. 50-50 possession. We certainly worked our way back to that. Let's do it. Oh, that's lovely passing. That's what we want to see. Igor now out to Arnaldo. Inside to Takuma Asano. Lovely first touch from him. He's seen the run of Diego Renan. It's a looping ball into the box. D'Alessandro's missed it. Renan gets there. Can only put it into touch. Asano. Nice work. Finds Arnaldo on the overlap. He'll flick one up looking for Big Rog. Oh, can fall here to Asano. Really unlucky. Oh, real chance here. Romero. Luis Carlos is covering well though. Oh, D'Alessandro steps back inside. The danger man from the previous game. He's forced to go back though. It's nice. Now Arowana. Into D'Alessandro. It's slow build up here. Ball into the box is a dangerous one. Oh, and Ivan with the save. Big save again. Igor out to Arnaldo in loads of space. Don't know what they're doing here, but we've got a real chance now to slip into Kuma Asano. He steps inside. Lovely work. Oh, the shot is well wide. He's not a left footer. But he showed good footwork there to create the chance. He is going to be dangerous for us, I'm sure, this season. Tempted to actually keep playing him on the left, try and turn him into a left-sided winger, because I like the idea of him stepping back inside. He is a good finisher, just not on that foot. Now Igor into Eduardo. Fires a ball out to Diego Renan. Back into Eduardo. Can he get his first shooting opportunity in a Ponte Preta shirt? No, he gets a bit lost there. Back to Igor, edge of the box. The line one up. Hits it. Oh, it's a good hit as well. All over the top to Osvaldo. He's onside. Vini's with him. Oh, does really well. Oh, that's massive. Oh, he's lost it though. Alessandro. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no. Vini there with the error. And he's gifted them a goal. We were so excited that he seemed to have dealt with that really well. And then just got caught out by the nippy attacking player, and that's a good finish as well. It's no less than they deserve, but it is particularly gutting. So late in the game. We nearly had this one sorted as well. Renan into Eduardo. Finds him again. Renan very tired there. He almost looks like he's hurt. But he will be able to put a ball into the box looking for Roger. We can't get to it. We needed to make subs earlier, and we haven't made them. That could hurt us here. Eduardo into Real. Just a slip in Big Rog. That's a good ball. Across to Asano to win it here. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. I thought that was guaranteed. Oh, no. And it's going to go to extra time. And that is gutting. Oh, Asano just didn't have a long enough leg there. So actually, people seem to have regenerated their energy pretty well here. I think we're going to give Abner a run out for Diego Renan. Other than that, everyone seems to have regenerated pretty well. Arnaldo on a blue. I guess we probably should bring on reinforcements there. We'll bring on Luis Ricardo. Everyone else looks like they could probably manage another half at least. Gutted to give away that late goal. Real horror show for the new centre-back. Right, let's do this. Romero away from Abner. That's a dangerous looking ball. We can head away only as far as a Fortaleza player. Oh, they could find a way through here. Oh, Ivan, strong hands. And then a long bold throw out to Big Rog. That's a great ball. And now Eduardo on the turn has got so many options ahead of him. One of them is Takuma Asano. Lovely first touch from him with the left foot. Oh, why the left foot? Takuma. So third and final substitute will be Gerson McGraw coming on for Luis Carlos. Luis Carlos quietly did some decent work there, but nothing to write home about. He is a little bit slow. He's been the ball back a few times pretty well, but nothing too important. Oh my God, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Feeney with the touch. Nightmare touch there. Holy hell, he is having the debut to forget of all time. Oh my God. Well, Fortaleza certainly should have won this game by now. We've had the possession. Done enough with it. Can we somehow finish it off? So Asano's had two big chances to win it as well. The one in that one, he just didn't get his feet right. Ended up on his left foot. Couldn't beat the keeper. Right, come on. Reginaldo, towering header. Eduardo can't get to it ahead of Tinga though. And they could have a chance here on the break. Ederson. Oh, Bruno Avini this time. Does really well and wins it back as well. And now Thiago Real through the centre. Options left and right. One of them is Igor. He can slip in Big Rog here. Big Roger to win it. Yes! I can't actually shout as loud as I'd like because it's really late when I'm recording this, but he's got his second of the game. And Zico's on the pitch to celebrate. Oh, scenes here. Jurgen Klopp-esque celebrations here in this very last minute goal for Brog. In this, well, very early cup game actually. But look at that. Look what it means to him. Look what it means to the travelling Ponte Preta fans. A hero in the making at this side. A local boy, a Campinas boy, born and bred. He's been to a lot of clubs, he's been a journeyman striker, but he's come back to his hometown to make his name for one final chance at immortality. It's going to be goals like this that get it. It was Igor with a good run. Held it off well, slipped it in, and that is a good finish. We said that Igor would play above his stats, and he's been great today, all over the pitch. True box-to-box midfielder. He's got an assist there. And Big Rog. Could that be the telling strike in this game? And it all came actually from Avini with a good defensive bit of work as well, which is good for him to make up for the goal. And there it is. It's the winning goal in the 119th minute. What a performance from Ponte Preta. We never gave up. And Brog was there in the end to finish it off. 2 goals from him. Asano had chances. He's going to take time to bed in. And the new centre-back with a big error, but then he won it back at the end and started the attack that ultimately got us the goal to win us the game. So we will let him off. We will let him off. 5.5 for Avini, probably fair. Decent performances from Carlos, Eduardo and Asano. The other 3 new signings. Ivan, or Ivan, please someone tell me what it is. With a 7.5 in goal, cannot be underestimated how important he was today. 7 saves from the captain. He really stood up and was counted when the armband was handed over to him. Still not 100% sure about whether Avini should have played today, but he did. Be interested to see where Eduardo was operating. He didn't do a huge amount wrong, a huge amount right. Asano, 1 shot on target, 3 shots made. He had a chance to win at the end, just couldn't stretch for it, but look at that. 3 shots, 2 on target. Brog is our man. So another epically long episode ends with an extra time thriller winner against Fortaleza to see us move into the next round of the Cup. And who will we be playing? Oh, Flamengo straight away. We're up against Zico's boyhood club. That has got a tasty matchup written all over it. And then after that, CSA or Atletico Mineiro. Who knows? We could make a run here. This is certainly a great way for us to build up our team spirit pre-season. And a chance for an early bit of silverware. Maybe we're getting too excited there, but you cannot argue with a game against Flamengo already. Obviously they're a team full of quality. Join me for that one on Monday. I'm sure you will. I'll see you in a bit.